Hey everybody, welcome to Almond Landscape YouTube channel and Instagram and Kid Contractor Podcast and the Hardscape Academy and all that. We're going to talk about estimating and installing playground mulch. Your basic measurements, length times width times depth, right? Let's go measure out. We're here at the house, never mind my 3-year-old there. Here at the house we got a little playground area. And for playground mulch, you want to make sure, especially if you're putting it down a commercial facility, an ASTM certified playground mulch. They have certain size specifications and all that stuff for it. They call it play mat sometimes. But here we've got this old area here at the house. This is at my house again, so you could argue that hard railroad tie there next to the climbing wall is a bad safety feature. I wouldn't argue that necessarily. But we're going to come in here tomorrow and we're going to drag out all the old stuff, try to get some of the organics and rotten stuff out of here from the last install, clean up the leaves. And then we're going to install on this. Again, there's specifications for commercial projects that you have to abide by. We're going to put in like 4 to 6 inches in here. Again, it's my home. I'm not super worried about rules and regulations. So, but we're just going to do a basic measurement, length times width, right? So I got my trusty Milwaukee measuring wheel, which has been super good for me. So this thing is 20 by, we'll just go on the outside here, is 20 by, okay, here we go, Levi, you ready? 20 by, we really need to do a spring cleanup, don't we? Now we got to average it or figure, you could break these two little areas up. I'm not going to, I'm not worried about it. 20 by 40. So, and then I'm going to take out like a 10 by 10 section here. But we got 20 and 40, so what is that, 800 square feet, give or take? And we're going to multiply that times 0.33, which would be 4 inches of depth. I might go 0.5 even, so the square footage times the depth, which to get in your inches, to get your fraction out of that, or to get your decimal out rather, you're going to divide whatever inch by 12. So like 6 inches divided by 12 is going to be 0.5. So 0.5 times what I just say, 800. So we got 400 cubic feet. So 400 cubic feet divided by 27 cubic feet in a yard. So that's 27 cubic feet in a yard equals 15 cubic yards. And then I got that little square area over there I'm going to take out. So I'm going to go with, what do I say, 14 cubic yards? I'm going to go with maybe about 10 or something here at the house, because that stuff's really expensive and I don't really want to spend that much money on all this stuff. So we'll make it work and the kids will do just fine. So we'll show you getting loaded up with that and then bringing it home. Now something we've got here is a DVS trailer, Davis Village Services. And what we have here is the ANT trailer. It's an advanced nimble trailer system. And it's a live belt, bulkhead wall, conveyor belt, dump, tilt trailer. It's pretty wild. So this thing will tilt and all sorts of crazy stuff. We'll show you that here in just a minute. I'm going to fire up the engine and we'll show you some of the cool stuff we can do with this thing. Now I'm going to get in a truck and pull it forward and unload it at the same time. If you had an operator, somebody stand off the side, they could kind of do this too. So we'll see how this goes. Dead machine unloaded. Perfect. What do you think of that, Levi? Is that pretty cool? Yeah. All right, cool. That's pretty slick, I gotta say. That is pretty neat. Here we are. We're getting our playground mulch down. If it was a brand new installation, sometimes you might put a geofabric down, not to suppress weeds, because weeds will grow in this stuff as it decomposes, but just to help as a level of, or a separation layer. Depends on the spec, woven, non-woven. They might not, whoever, you know, if, especially again, if it's a municipal or park, you know, park, municipal, school, whatever. And then thicknesses again is going to vary. We're going, how thick are we going, or how deep on average, Britt? 6 inches. Okay, so and that's pretty good. Kids, does everything feel soft and squishy?
Yeah, so I can fall over.
All right, cool. All right, silly goose. So that's that. Stuff we've gotten in the past, and you want to make sure it's certified playground mulch if you're putting it in, again, a municipal. Yeah, they actually have a certificate for it. So certified playground mulch. This is they call this play mat, and I don't actually know if it's a certified product. Again, it's a house, I don't care. But again, those are all things to be watching out for. We like to leave, again, this will be spec. I like to leave it down a little bit around the edges of things so it doesn't constantly get kicked out, but the specifier may say they want it flush so there's no trip hazards. So just got to pay attention to all those kind of things, and talk to whoever, you know, whoever hires you to do this, get with them and get specs in writing, or at least write all this stuff down the way they want it, because with all the little kids and parents and everything out there, Lord, Zeke, you about got kicked in the head. You know, there's a lot of liability if you do this and they say it's too thin, Bobby Johnson falls in his head, and you know, then what? The contractor gets sued. So be careful with that stuff. With that, nice looking, we'll finish raking it out here and be done. Even with the track machines there, you can see the benefit. You know, the track machines still don't really tear up the yard at all or compact it, but you can still, if we'd have made all those repetitive trips through here, we would have had rutting or, you know, something. So that plywood highway, as we call it, is a really nice thing to lay out so you don't tear the place all up, and you can literally go over this with a leaf blower, fluff it up, and be good to go. But yeah, we go over this with a big wide landscape rake, smooth that out, and it's ready to go.
And so it's just, I can't stress this enough, the importance of having yourself in order, being self-reliant, having things on hand that you can take care of yourself and be a blessing to others at the same time.